Older single women are stepping up. I'm 35, a female master's graduate. I have my own house and car. When it comes to men, I don't require a house, a car, or a bride price. In fact, I'm even willing to give the man 50,000 yuan as a bride price. No need for gold jewelry. We can skip the wedding photos, and we don't even have to hold a wedding banquet or reception. I'll even cover the 9 yuan fee for registering the marriage. Besides that, I can provide my own health check report, credit report, and if you want to see my KFC purchase history, if I can get it, I'll show you that too. After getting married and having a child, we can even do a paternity test. Who else would go this far?
Why did you come back? Why can't I come back? Isn't today a holiday? Yeah, it's a holiday, a holiday. On holidays, shouldn't you go out and find a friend? Where am I supposed to find a friend? Oh, come on, you really shouldn't have come back. Why did you come back? Everyone else has someone, but you don't even have a partner. Why can't you find someone? You came back, huh? Look at everyone else's social media gifs, flowers, plants. Did anyone give you a gift? Where's your gift? Make yourself clear before you say goodbye. Where am I supposed to make it clear? Think about it yourself. What am I supposed to think about? If not, why don't you find me a textbook and I'll go learn how to date, pay some tuition, spend a little money. That's fine too. But don't you already know all this? If you know, why don't you go learn? Why don't you want to try? Well, if they won't let me in, then I just can't go in. Hey, you can't go in. You still went in. Oh, now you're just sitting here acting stubborn. That's right. If they won't let me in, I'll just sit right here. I'm not leaving. Then sit if you want. I'm sitting here too. You sit. Let's see which one of us can outlast the other. I'm already halfway in the grave. What am I afraid of you for? Come on, bring it. Come on, I spit on that. Let's see which one of us can outlast the other. Look, I can't take it anymore. Your dad brings me a glass of water, and you always have someone to bring you water. Should I swallow or spit? I won't drink it. Oh my, I've never heard of a smoker needing water. What's the point of that?
Just tough it out.
Why is it so hot?
Hello, miss. Can I interview you? Sure. So, what year were you born? 1982. 1982. So you're a year apart from him. That makes you in your 40s. 43. So are you divorced or single?
Divorced.
Do you have kids?
I have 2.
So do you think there are any men here that you're satisfied with?
This is my second time coming here. And just now over there, a few men came to ask me, but their income is only 3,000 to 5,000. I'm not interested.
How much is your own income?
My own income is over 10,000. So if your income is that low, just 3,000 to 5,000, what kind of wife are you looking for? Men who only make 3,000 to 5,000 shouldn't even look for a wife. Even if they do, their wife will end up leaving.
So, you're divorced with 2 kids. What kind of monthly income are you looking for in a partner?
A monthly income of over 30,000 because I have to support 2 kids, right? If I didn't have to support 2 kids, honestly, anything would be fine.
To put it bluntly, you were born in 82. You're over 40 now, divorced with 2 kids. To be honest, you're just a plate. Do you really think someone making over 30,000 a month would want to take on your plate?
Even if I am a plate, it's not like just anyone can take me if they want to. There are still plenty of people who want to be with me, but I'm just not willing. I don't like them. Well, your salary is just too low.
So, you want someone earning 30,000 a month to raise your kids?
Of course. You have to help me raise my kids before I'll live with you, right? Nowadays, a lot of men lack ability and skills, can't make money, and still want to find a wife. If you can't find a wife, you should reflect on yourself, right? Don't just say women are materialistic. So men really need to work harder to earn money. Money is a man's backbone and women are a man's clothing. If you don't even have a backbone, how can you wear clothes? So men really need to make more money. If you don't make money, let me tell you, even if you find a wife, what's the point? You can't support her, can't provide for her. As for this kind of man, you might as well just go home and farm. If a man really only earns 5,000 or 6,000 a month, my advice is that it's best not to find this kind of man. Even if you do, your wife will end up leaving you. She won't stay with you.
So, is it women who are more unwilling to get married or men? Here's a rather ironic statistic for Valentine's Day. Last year, there were only 6.106 million marriage registrations nationwide, a drop of 20% compared to the previous year, and compared to 10 years ago, it's been cut in half. In the matchmaking market, there are more women than men, and high-quality male candidates are basically fought over. Looking at real life, it's usually women who are pushing for marriage. Men are urged by women to propose, settle marriage details, have children, and move to the next life stage. When marriage becomes a fatal temptation draining 6 wallets, when 996 and 007 work schedules collide with the hellish reality of raising children, when the cost of marriage for men breaks the international warning line, houses, cars, gold, diamond rings, banquets, everything costs. And as women's expectations for men keep rising, in marriage, only demands are made, but responsibilities are not discussed. The rigid mindset that men must get married is also being gradually dismantled. Disdain for marriage, reluctance to marry, and even fear of marriage are becoming new trends among men. As a result, things like esports hotels, single apartments, the pet economy, solo dining restaurants, digital gadgets, fishing, graphics cards, and tents are all booming, while the popularity of Valentine's Day and the cheesy festival has dropped to freezing point. Most men would rather spend money on digital pets than spend on women. Men who have already paid the Love IQ tax are no longer obedient, tax-paying simps, and the economy is heading toward a dead end. In the past, society treated whether women wanted to get married as a top priority, with various marriage and childbirth policies providing support extended maternity leave, ensuring women have ample time to recover, cracking down on workplace discrimination, and trying to minimize the impact of childbirth on women's career advancement. The marriage law has also been improved to refine the system of compensation for household labor. Women have been given more substantial economic protections, but men's willingness to marry and have children has always been overlooked. Houses and cars are still considered a man's responsibility. Bride prices and wedding banquets remain high, and the idea that men should support the family is deeply ingrained. The pressure to work overtime, socialize, and climb the career ladder only keeps increasing. If marriage is destined to be a game of financial restructuring, then for many men, not getting married seems like the better choice. Wouldn't you say that's the optimal solution?
I'm 38, single, and have been working in Beijing ever since I graduated from college. I have a house, and a car sounds like pretty good conditions, right? Today is Valentine's Day, and when my mom called me, she said, if you have time, you should still try to find someone. The main thing is that my parents worry that after they're gone, I'll need someone to look after, and be looked after by, they say, it's about finding someone suitable. But at my age, where am I supposed to find someone suitable? Some of my friends are married, some are divorced. It seems like our generation is becoming more and more laid back about marriage. Growing old single probably isn't such a rare thing anymore, right?
Friends, I'm 32 this year, just 3 years away. After this year's birthday, I'll be 33. My family's from Henan, and they're both traditional and superstitious. My parents even went to have my fortune told. It would have been better if they hadn't had my fortune told. Even though they said I have the fate of a widow, I thought maybe I just wouldn't believe it, and then I wouldn't have to get married. But in the end, they still said, hey, you have to keep posting on Douyin, right? There's always someone out there who's not afraid of anything, isn't there? But aren't men's fates also fates? Of course they are. He said, you don't have to believe in these things. Honestly, I don't believe it either. Looking at my face, I should have the kind of fortune that brings prosperity to my husband, right? Am I wrong? But I'm just worried that you all might believe it. It can't be that in the future when we're dating, you ask me, do you love me? And I ask you, are you afraid of dying? I've lost it again.
A 33-year-old leftover woman I regret not marrying earlier. Today is Valentine's Day. Others have gifts, flowers, companionship, while I'm here with steamed buns and greens, eating alone. Don't be fooled by all those older single women portrayed on television as carefree and living a wonderful life. That's just showing you the good side. In reality, how many older single women spend countless nights lying awake alone? Sigh, I really regret it so much.
I was born in 1992. I'm 34 years old and single. Recently, the marriage rate in 2024 hit a new low and became a trending topic again. People are once again asking why young people these days don't want to get married. Let me share my current situation with you. I have a car and a house with a remaining mortgage of 100,000 yuan, and I pay 800 yuan a month for the mortgage. In Shanghai, I pay 2,400 yuan a month for rent. As someone who has been in the stock market for nearly 10 years, the problem now is that I can't settle down in Shanghai, but if I go back to my hometown, I can't find a suitable job either. I've just finished taking the full-time graduate entrance exam for a top school in Shanghai, and the results will be out in about 13 days. Right now, I'm also preparing for the IELTS exam. If I don't pass the graduate entrance exam, I'll have to start looking for a job again. But honestly, because I've been out of work for so long and the job market in Shanghai isn't good right now, I'm afraid it will be very difficult for me to find a suitable job in the short term. So I'm under a lot of pressure just to get by right now. Looking for a job requires a huge investment of time and energy. Most of the classmates, friends, and colleagues I know have already gotten married and had children. Right now, I don't have the time, energy, or money to meet and get to know new single men of the right age. Plus, the dating scene these days is a real mixed bag if you're not careful. It's easy to meet the wrong person, which wastes your time and energy and affects your mood. The key issue is, if I seek a partner in Shanghai, they'll dislike my rural family, lack of cash flow, and inability to contribute to a house. If I seek a partner back home in Waifang, they'll dislike my rural family's unstable job, and after living in the city so long, it's hard to fit in locally. Finding a partner is 100 times harder than finding a job. You can't just pick anyone to spend your life with, nor can you just pick anyone and expect to support yourself. There are already enough farces online about bride prices, domestic violence, cheating, and single-parent child rearing. For me now, just being able to avoid being eliminated by society and having the ability to earn a living is already very difficult. So finding a partner has become an optional thing in my world, even a risky one. I think this is also a tough reality faced by many older single women like me who are drifting in Shanghai, and it's not easy to solve.